Hi, my name is Jessica Dumas, and I'm a professional speaker coach. I help leaders and entrepreneurs speak their truth with clarity and confidence for online and virtual audiences. I have the pleasure of working with Sherri Lynn Gobeil, who has a talk called The Girl Within, where she talks about her experience of being a 60 scoop survivor. But she also has other inspiring talks. And one of the strengths or the tools that she talks about is chase uncomfortable. And it sounds like it's become a bit of a mantra for you, Sherri Lynn. So I can't wait to hear about it. So tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, Jessica. It's always a pleasure having an interview with you. I am a transformational speaker who loves sharing her personal story first and foremost as a 60 scoop adoptee. But I also wanted to share another, as you said, mantra that has been tattooed in my brain, and that is chase uncomfortable. Why this is so important for me, especially now with young kids being stuck inside as well as adults, have been taken away from maybe some of their sports, some of the things that they really love during this pandemic. So I feel that hopefully my words of experience, words of encouragement will keep you motivated and wanting to strive for your goals, whatever those goals are. So with Chase Uncomfortable, what it means to me is putting yourself in situations that you're not normally comfortable doing, that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, because that uncomfort that you feel is helping you grow inside, grow as a person, grow as an athlete, grow as a human being. And I know that putting yourself out there in the unknown certainly makes you wonder, can I do this? But absolutely, you will be amazed at what you can do when you push yourself a little bit.
Thank you for really bringing attention to that. Like, growth is never comfortable. If you are growing through a new phase of anything, there's a lot of uncomfort. So when did you first see that as a pattern for yourself? When did you recognize that?
I think that started at an early age when I was trying to be a competitive figure skater. It meant lots of ice time, setting goals for myself for a particular practice, and doing everything I could to reach those goals. That meant, falling down lots, getting back up, brushing myself off, and continuing on. So I think a lot of times we feel that failure is something that we can't talk about or admit. And I think nowadays failure should be celebrated. I once heard an author being interviewed on a podcast, and she had mentioned that when she was growing up, her father would ask her every night at supper time, what did you fail at? And she thought, what a great motivator. And that really stuck with me, because I think that our young kids and our adults should celebrate our failures, because every step towards our goal should be celebrated. It's a small victory towards our huge goal, whatever that goal is. So yeah, I encourage people to set the bar high and reach those goals. And again, getting into an uncomfortable situation is only going to make you better. I know Wayne Gretzky had a saying, said that you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So this is a perfect example. Go out there and see what you can actually do. And you know what, at the end of the day, you're going to be very surprised at what you can accomplish.
I'm so inspired just by hearing you talk about it. I'm so excited to hear the talk. And I'm just wondering, like, what are you hoping people will get from this? And so I want to present to you a bit of a scenario. Often what I see as a coach, and even just through my own experiences, we see failure as like the wall. We see it as like, okay, that's it. I can't go any further. So like, how can people use this message to keep going? Like, what is it that you hope people can grab onto?
I think the biggest thing is, I think that we all have self-doubt, and that's normal. That's natural. I think the biggest thing is that we have to learn to ignore those voices in our head that are saying, don't do this. This is scary. This is going to put us in an uncomfortable situation. But we want to be able to learn the skills to silence those voices and push forward. Realize that, yes, this is going to be uncomfortable. Yes, this is unknown territory, but you know what? I'm going to try it and see. And you know what? The end results can be so magical. You feel so much better after you've tried something that you didn't think that you could do. And you can say, you know what, I put those voices in my head that said I couldn't do it, and I turned the can't into can.
So exciting. Oh, so exciting. It's so inspiring. So how can people reach you if they would love for you to come and speak to their group?
I'm always loving the opportunity to share my story, whether that be 60 Scoop information or Chase Uncomfortable. I can be reached at girlwithin.ca. The website is currently under construction, but I can still reach getting emails through that site. So I'd love to hear from you if you have an opportunity that can see me being a speaker at your next event. I would love to share my story with you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time. And thanks so much for sharing your story, because this is what's really going to change people's lives. So I can't wait for the opportunity when I get to hear your story. And thanks so much to everyone for watching.
Thanks, Jessica.